How's it going, fellas? Welcome back to another trade recap video. Um, Before we hop into the charts, let's hop into our news that we had today. We had core retail sales month to month, and then we also had resale sales month to month. These both came out bullish at 6:30. This also aligning with my overall bias for the day. So let's hop into the charts. On the daily time frame, we're bearish. On the 4-hour time frame, we were bullish. On the hourly time frame, we were bullish. And let's just kind of hop back into the 4-hour just to kind of show our work here. All right, so we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, let's just drag this down. We hadn't tapped into our hourly or our 4-hour equilibrium yet. So for me, before I scaled down, because I always do top down, to me, I kind of wanted to see something to come back into here. But once I scaled into the 1-hour, I seen that, hey, we had already came into our 1-hour equilibrium, and then we had filled this 1-hour gap, right? To me, this is bullish. We don't need to go any lower, right? Then from there, I scaled down into the 15-minute because at this time this candle wasn't closed yet, so I didn't really have anything to work with. So I went on to the 15-minute to draw out our equilibrium from these lows to these highs here. And then I had also marked out this fair value gap here, right? So this fair value gap was from news this morning. Market reacted pretty steeply from it. Then from there we could kind of go lower. We're just gonna skip the 5-minute just because we'll come back to it once we show our execution. But so on the 1-minute now, we can see market opened. We started to dump into this fair value gap and into this 15-minute equilibrium here. And then I had also marked out this 1-minute fair value gap here. So we could see that, hey, we come into here, we fill this 1-minute fair value gap here, we tap into equilibrium, we come up, we break structure. I didn't enter off of this because to me, I didn't have this marked out quite yet. So this wasn't enough for me to want to enter, right? And then after that, we come down, we disrespect these fair value gaps here, and then we make this bearish gap, right? And at this point, when this candle closed, I was like, hey, we have this fair value gap here that we're probably reacting off of. So I see that, hey, we come down in here, we come back into this fair value gap here, and then what this line is just basically showing higher highs, or not higher highs, higher lows we were making, right? So noticing that we have this fair value gap, we didn't disrespect, close below it, and then we're also making higher lows. To me, this was significantly bullish, right? So we come up, we break structure off of this candle here, right? And then we also disrespect this fair value gap here. I entered, I put my take profit 1 at this draw on liquidity, put my take profit 2 at this draw on liquidity, and then and then I put my take profit 3 at this draw on liquidity. And then you might be asking me, hey, what's this line for then? This line is just basically showing that where we broke structure on the 5-minute time frame. Because at this point, we were still bearish on the 5-minute, so we were still bearish on the 5-minute, but on the 15-minute, we were overall bullish, right? So I knew that if we broke structure here, and then we also broke structure here, we're probably going to continue higher, right? So that's the only reason I had this line marked out, but just to show break structure on the 5-minute. But yeah, pretty much a baby food dash trade today. Hit a 1 to 1.4 RR today on the trade. Nothing crazy, but you know what? We'll take it. A dub is a dub at the end of the day, so really can't complain. If you guys enjoyed, learned something, drop a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.